Hey everyone, and welcome back to my second channel. So I posted a silly little, well, I thought it was a silly little video, it ended up doing quite well in views, video over on my main channel in which I was talking about a terrible true crime puzzle book that I bought as a kind of joke gift for a quiz night I hosted with my friends, and then the book ended up being terrible. And a bunch of people in the comments were like, oh, share the quiz, share the quiz. So I thought I'd do it over here on my second channel. I'm going to be going through the quiz with you, and then at the end I'll go through all the answers so you can mark your own. Let me know your score down below. There are a couple of bonus rounds in this that were video questions from my friend Andy, who he couldn't be at the quiz, so he sent some cute questions while he was on holiday. I'm going to skip over them because obviously, like, he's not a public figure, he probably doesn't want to be in this, so if there's any weird pauses or jumps, that's just what it is. But yeah, let's just have fun with this. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. This is my super awesome fun quiz night. There'll be timestamps in the video so you can jump to each round if you want, and also the answers and so on. So yeah, good luck if you're playing along. Okay, so round number 1 is guess the film, and this was where I picked awkward stills from films and you had to guess what they were. So question 1 is this one. I feel like some of them are more obvious than others. I think I started off easy and got a little bit harder as they went on. Question 2. One of my favourite films, I'll be honest. If you've watched any of my main channel content in the last couple of years, you'll probably have a good idea of what this is. Number 3, also a favourite film. I will tell you this one is animated, if that helps. Question 4 is this, and now this is a really tricky one. I don't think anyone in my friend group actually managed to figure out what this was, so if you guys get this, please let me know down in the comments, because I will be very, very impressed. What are we on? Is this number 5? I'm not sure. One of the questions. And as a clue, the main character of the film is in this still. It's just a little bit hard to see him. Next one, another one of my favourite films ever. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen I went to a certain event where the director of this film was speaking. That's probably a big clue. Huge. This one, a bunch of people thought they got this, and none of them actually got it right, so that was fun. There are some clues in this one, but it is tough. And then this one, also one of my favourite. Well, look, I like all of these films. Actually, no, I've not seen the last one. I really like most of these films, okay? This one, again, as a clue, is animated, but maybe not in a traditional way. Well, maybe not in a common way. We'll say that. Moving on to round 2, this one is name the song if it was written by Shakespeare. And these are all kind of popular songs that have been rewritten as Shakespearean sonnets. And I took all these from this book, Pop Sonnets, Shakespearean Spins on Your Favourite Songs by Erik Didriksen. Yeah, by Erik Didriksen. So credit goes to him for these. I just thought this would be a really fun way of doing like a music round. And my friends really enjoyed this. I think most people got most of the songs, so good luck. Question 1 in this round is, oh, never shall I vacate from thy side, nor ever shall I disappoint thee hence, nor will the day approach that wounded pride shall rise from some unfaithful dalliance. My actions leave thy face unstained by tears, and ledgers of my lies shall remain clear. So the book actually does give the full-length sonnets for all of these, but I chose to just pick out a few little select bits that I thought people would be able to guess the song by. Question 2 is a shorter one. Thou art a flame that burns within my breast, the singular desire within my heart. Believe my wish, most solemnly professed, that we should never again be made apart. Question 3 is a long one. I'll not read the whole thing, but I will leave it up on screen if you want to read it, have a pause. You know, you got this. I shall not care if every single week begins with Monday wrapped in dismal blue, with Tuesday trailing after looking bleak, in ashen grey completely without hue. On Wednesday morns the gloomy break of dawn may hoist the forlorn flag and follow suit. And of course this one ends with, as the weekend starts, I thank the Lord above, 'tis Friday now, truly I'm in love. If that doesn't help you guess it, then nothing will. Question 4 is, alas, instead I once again have erred by playing with thy passions just for sport. Alackaday, thou thinkest that I cared so deeply that I was for thee to court. Thou thinkest I'm thine angel, void of sin, but I hold no such innocence within. And the last one in this round, again, it's a long one. I'll just read you the opening, but feel free to pause and read this in your own time. A lonely maiden from a hamlet small, a boy within a woeful city reared. They both at midnight left their ports of call, toward any destination volunteered. A public house is where their journeys end, where patrons' pipes burn long and minstrels play. The darkened hours have made them more than friends, the others' smiles inviting each to stay. And so on. So for the points in this, I will just accept the song title, but if you can give me the artist as well, fantastic. But it's 1 point for just the song title. This was quite fun. I did a bonus round where I got everyone to write a limerick about Kyra and perform it to the room, and the best one got like 5 points, which is really fun. I enjoyed that. I think, did I? Yeah, I gave out a little extra prize for this as well, which is fun. Oh, and I gave inspiration with my own little Kyra limerick. There once was a young small bean, whose urge to play fetch was keen. She'd chase after ball till she'd stumble and fall, and tumble in the mud like a queen. And it's like, oh, my baby, you know that's about you. It's, hang on, you can't see her. There we go, look, she's sleeping there on the settee. Baby bear. I moved the entire furniture around the house today, so it's all a very new layout. And she's obviously very tired because she was cheering me on, and that's hard work, you know? Okay, round 3 was the countdown round. This isn't really necessarily something we can do on a video like this, but I'll just show you what it was anyway, because it was fun. I had the countdown timer going. People had to come up with words in the 30 seconds. I gave them just a random bunch of letters. So round 1 was the letters. There were 30 seconds of this. But again, we'll kind of rush through this bit. Round 2 was another letter round. And then I had the numbers rounds, which were really fun. I enjoyed these, although Chloe took a little bit longer than she should have with these, but she did get the answers, bless her. She was enjoying herself, so that's all part of the fun, really. Round 4 was another numbers round, and these were all possible. They do all have solutions. And then round 5 was the countdown conundrum, and this is an anagram. So what word can you rearrange Snog a MILF to find? This one's a fun one. Round 4 was name the book from the work of art, and this one I worked very hard on. These were some beautiful, beautiful works of art that I put time and effort, blood, sweat and tears into. I drew these myself. One of them is more of a digital collage, if you will, but I hope you're prepared for how good these are. Here's question 1. Again, I'm giving points out here for the title of the book. If you can give me the author, that's a bonus, but you don't necessarily need it. Question 2. Again, works of art, okay? I won't hear anything else. It's quite funny. Everyone got me to sign these artworks for them with like little personalized messages and like silly messages and stuff, and then I gave them to everyone to take home. It's quite fun. Here's your digital collage for question 3. What book is this? Question 4. Bless him, he looks so sad. You know, I can actually draw and paint. I just purposely made well, that's debatable. I attempt to draw and paint seriously. These were just purposely bad for the humour. I think I did a great job. Works of art, okay? And finally the last one. This is probably the hardest one. You can't quite tell. This says shivers. There. Shivers and brrr. Because he's a little chilly, if you will. There's another word for that. And this is meant to be red. It looks more brownish on the screen, but it's meant to be very red. So there you go. That's that round. Round 5, this one was really fun to make. This was 2 clues, 1 answer. So in this round, you get, I'll give you an example of question 1, 2 clues, a Spice Girls song and a TV program about genealogy. I'm not sure if that program is on in America, but it's a UK one. It's on the BBC. And basically the same answer will fulfill both clues, answer both clues, make sense with both clues. So we're looking for one answer with 2 clues. Yeah, just talking now, aren't I? Okay. Question 2 is a vodka-based cocktail with orange and cranberry juice, and also something scratchy, inconvenient, and you'll probably regret it. This one was quite funny. I enjoyed this. Question 3 is the Greek god of archery and also the United States human spaceflight program. I think this one's probably the easiest one. Question 4 is a Shakespearean villain and a arguably redeemed parrot, if you've seen the sequels, which I have, because I love them. This one divided people. Some people were like, oh my god, I've got it. And then others were like, I do not understand at all. And the 5th one, this last one was tough because you can lose points for this. So question 5 is one of the most popular albums of summer 2024 and also an apt description of Kyra. Now, there is a kind of minefield you can walk into here because there is one answer that's quite a few people in the group put, but that is objectively wrong and that I will deduct 5 points for. I'll tell you that when it comes to the answers. Round 6 was actual trivia. We are getting through this quite quickly on video, which is fun. The real quiz took a lot longer. We had drink breaks, we had lots of giggles, we had the performing, it was great. But yeah, so round 6, the actual trivia. Question 1, with a chemical symbol of AC, which chemical element is the first alphabetically in the periodic table? I tried to make sure there were questions for kind of like every possible category, you know, that someone would have skill and knowledge in, you know, because there's a good range of people there. Question 2 is how many people died in the Great Fire of London? Surprisingly, some people did get this right. I was very impressed. Question 3 was St. Petersburg, Stockholm, Helsinki, and how do I say that? Is it Riga? I want to say are all cities situated on which sea? This one, in hindsight, was a little easy for certain people because a couple of my friends have lived in these places. So I was like, damn it, okay. Bless them. Question 4 was who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Bonus points if you can tell me what it was in. Actually, there's not really bonus points, but there you go. Question 5 is what is the largest organ of the human body? It's a nice easy one. I'm pretty sure you all know this. And if you don't Google it, wait for the answers. Question 6 is, again, maybe something a little difficult if you're American watching this, but it was in which area of London is Call the Midwife set? I love Call the Midwife. I haven't seen the latest season though, so I didn't watch the Christmas special, but I need to catch up. Do enjoy it. Question 7 is what year... You alright, my babe? Hey, do you want to get involved? You just waking up? Yes, thank you. Question 7 is what year did women over 30 gain the right to vote in the UK? This one's quite funny because I think there were only like 2 of us women who were over 30 in the room at the time. And I was like, you girls can't vote. I mean, obviously they can, but in this year they wouldn't have been able to. Bless them. Question 8. We have a picture on here. This is the most horrifying character in all of cinema, but who wrote the book which this film is based on? Now, this is a little bit difficult. Some people had trouble with this because you not only have to know the character and then what film he's in, but then who wrote the book that that film is based on. So it's a big thing. It's probably not an author you would expect either, but I hope someone gets this. Okay, my babe, what's up? Do you want a snack? Do you want a snack? Yes, okay. Okay, moving on. Question 9, which is the fastest moving... Question 9 is, which is the fastest moving snake in the world? I don't think anyone got this right, actually. This was quite a tough one. And finally... Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. And that is the end of the trivia questions. Now, this last one I really, really like. I spent so long putting this together and coming up with like all the different options and like putting little red herrings in there and stuff. And it was great fun. It's a connections round. So if you've not played connections before or like seen the TV Can't Only Connect or anything like that, basically you have 16 things, words, phrases. You need to group them into groups of 4 and tell me what is the connection between each group. There is only one correct answer where you can have 4 correct groups of 4. There are some red herrings in here. I mean, there's also a literal red herring, but there's some red herrings in here. And so you need the exact group of 4 as I have grouped them to get the point. You get 1 point for the group, 1 point for telling me what the connection is between each group. So there's 8 points up for grabs here. I'm just gonna let you pause for a while, work on this as long as you need to, and then in a few moments I will be giving you the answers. Good luck. If you need any of these reading out, we have melon, call girl, slippery slope, straw man, red herring, wide window, drain man, Anne Frank, the end, magenta rope, plain peep, sunk cost, vile village, Adrian mole, bad beginning, and wimpy kid. Okay, time for the answers. So hopefully you had enough time there and you can pause the video as much as you want, go back, look at any of the questions, all of that is good. So for films, okay, so doing the film round first. Question 1 was this. It was The Shining. So you get 1 point for each of these in the first round. Question 2 was, of course, I think the little leotard gives it away, Barbie. 3, and this was a tough one, but this is Tangled. It's near the beginning where Flynn has stolen the little tiara and then it falls out of his bag in the tower, and yeah. Question 4, this was really hard. If any of you got this, please let me know. This is Fight Club. I always lose count here. Is this 5, 5, 4, 5, 5? 5 is of course Forrest Gump, iconic. If you didn't watch this like in school on video, what were you doing with your childhood? You're that baby. Good girl. Next one, number 6. Again, this is tough, but it's from the very end of the film, and this is Big Fish. Love this. Love Tim Burton films. Brilliant. Next up, again, another tough one, but this is The Great Gatsby. And then finally, one of my favourite films ever, and again, this is quite hard, but this is Coraline. Love that. Okay, round 2, the song one, and the first one here, this was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, because of course it was. Again, if you want to like pause the video, get up the actual lyrics and kind of compare them side by side, they're brilliant, and I do recommend that book. I will actually leave it linked in the video description if you want to go check it out for yourself. Second one, fantastic song here, I Want It That Way, Backstreet Boys, love them. Another absolute classic here, but a little bit older than the others. This is, of course, Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, one of my favourite songs ever. Fantastic band. This one, I'm pretty sure everyone will know the song and if you'll have got it, but this is Oops, I Did It Again, Britney Spears, because of course she's just not that innocent, or should I say she holds no such innocence within. And finally the last one, another absolute classic, and actually probably same time period as The Cure-ish, but this is Don't Stop Believing by Journey, because of course it is. I try to pick songs that everyone will know regardless of like your music tastes, so hopefully you guys will have got. Okay, next up I'm just going to give you the countdown conundrum, because we did the countdown rounds differently when I did them, but so if you remember, the countdown conundrum was Snog a MILF, and that was actually flamingos. Love anagrams, great fun. Okay, the book round, very quickly now. This one was, of course, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The next one here was, of course, Lord of the Flies. This one, I love this. This is, of course, Moby Dick. Fantastic. This one is probably the hardest one. It's so silly, but this is A Tale of Two Cities. I'm such an idiot. And finally, this one was really hard, actually. Yeah, this is the hardest one. This is why I tried to tell you it was red. It says Shivers, because this is, of course, In Cold Blood. There you go. Okay, the 2 clues, 1 answer round. This one, again, may have been a little difficult for people who aren't English, but this is, of course, who do you think you are? Question 2 was Sex on the Beach. And look, if you disagree with me on point 2, then you're just wrong. I just think it sounds absolutely horrible. Scratchy, inconvenient. You're going to get sand in places you don't want sand. You're going to regret that. You're going to end up with some sort of rash, all right? Question 3 was probably the easiest one, and this is, of course, Apollo. Question 4 is Iago. Because, again, yes, he is the villain in Aladdin too, but he does... Well, he works with the villain, but he is redeemed in the later ones, and he becomes friends with Aladdin and Jasmine and everyone. So... a redeemed parrot. I stand by that. And finally, you lose points here if you said brat. You absolutely do. Because my little baby bear, as grumbly and really a little bit bratty as she is right now, she's not a brat, she's an angel. In fact, you could say she's short and sweet. Oh, there we go. Timed all that wrong. But yeah, the correct answer is short and sweet. If you did say brat, you also lose 5 points, because I know brat in the context of the Charlie XCX album isn't like a bad thing. People are like, ooh, having a brat summer, blah, blah, blah. So-and-so is brat. That's a thing. But if you just take that context out of it and you just look at the second one and you're just calling Kyra a brat, and I'm not okay with it, you lose 5 points for that. Isn't that right, babes? You grumbling? Are you grumbling? Okay, and finally, oh no, not finally, we have the connections to go at the end. The trivia questions, let's just rush through these. Question 1, the answer was actinium. Let me know who got that. This one, a little bit tough. It's kind of like an if you know it sort of thing. We had guesses for this ranging from the correct answer to like 10,000 people. So this one divided people, but the correct answer is just 6 people. It's fun. Question 3 is, of course, the Baltic Sea. Question 4, Kyra's so grumbly, I'm so sorry. Question 4 is, of course, Marie Curie. 5, the largest organ of the human body is the skin. 6 is poplar. Also, if you haven't seen this show, it's great. Watch it. 7 is 1918. So, you know, a little bit earlier than some people think, but also very late in the grand scheme of things. Come on. Question 8, this is tough. This is the child snatcher? Child catcher? Child snatcher. Anyway, he's horrifying. He's from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the book was actually written by Ian Fleming, who also was known for writing the James Bond books, which is fun. I think he's horrible. He's horrifying. I've never been able to get through Chitty Chitty Bang Bang because he just terrifies me. It's not a happy film. It's not a fun film. It's just about a creepy pedophile kidnapper man being creepy, and I can't watch it. I absolutely cannot. Question 9. The fastest moving snake in the world is the black mamba, apparently, according to Google anyway. If that's wrong for whatever reason, let me know, but that's what Google says it is. This one, yeah, there you go. Okay, the connections one. So this was okay, the connections one, this is where things are a little tough, and if anyone gets all 8 points here, then please let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know. The groups are, the correct groups, we have the first group, which are anagrams of fruit. So for this you had plain peep, which is pineapple, magenta rope, which is pomegranate, drain man, which is mandarin, and melon, which is an anagram of lemon. I know, I'm horrible. Then you had the books in a series of unfortunate events. I love that series. It was my favourite book series growing up. I still love it. It still holds up. It's fantastic. And in this you have Vile Village, Wide Window, Bad Beginning, and The End. You might notice Slippery Slope is also one of the answers, which is a book in that series, but it's not part of that group. The next is also book and literature related, and I should say there were quite a few like book ones, because most of the people who were there were friends from the writing group that I go to, so of course it was book related. But these are all titles of books which are either the diary of someone or the secret diary of someone or that sort of thing. So we have Anne Frank, Adrian Mole, A Wimpy Kid, and Call Girl, because you have the secret diary A Wimpy Kid, Secret Diary of a Call Girl, or is it Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, or Diary of Adrian Mole, something like that, and of course the Diary of Anne Frank. And then finally, the last group are logical fallacies. You have straw man, red herring, sunk cost, and slippery slope. A few of these threw people off because they thought things like straw man, call girl, drain man were all related. Some people thought, what else was there? Yeah, they got thrown off by the slippery slope one. Some people got thrown off by like the magenta rope, red herring, like that sort of thing. So, sorry, I'm playing with the keyboard there. So there were lots of little things that caught some people out. But if you got all 8 points there, like I say, there's one for getting the groups right, one for getting the connection of the groups, like what the group is. That's, sorry, I'm hitting the camera now as well. You get a point for that as well. So there you go. That's it done. That's the end of the quiz. So there you go. Let me know. So there you go. Tot up your points and let me know what you scored down in the comments if you played along. And if you did, thank you so much. Sorry it was like slightly different doing it on video to what it was in person, because we had like the little bonus rounds and the performance rounds and stuff like that. So obviously, like, you guys can't do that. The countdown round worked kind of differently, and the scoring was different. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to share this with you because a few of you asked. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and playing along. If you did, let me know your scores. Okay, right, that's me done. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.